Good morning, y'all. It's the Yanni Show. Up with the 5 a.m. crew, even on a Saturday. Saturday's the first Sabbath, I like to say. Sunday's my second Sabbath. Because I believe in all of that. All that the universe has worked out for us. Everything that we think we're planning is not our planning. And that makes me feel good. Because it means I can let go of some of the control. It means I don't have to do everything. I don't have to do all the hard work. I can do the smart work, if that makes sense. But I'm just getting on here to let y'all know that though I be struggling through stuff just like everybody else, I'm always looking at the bigger picture. I do that by really tuning in to my spirit. And trust me, I'm going to have to bring this back because y'all don't know what it really means. But it's it doesn't matter who you pray to, how you pray, who you pray with, what church you go to, what kind of magic you do, what kind of manifestation you do, how much money you have. Life is going to throw everything at you up and down. I swear it is. And people think because you are an ordained priestess, or you're intelligent, or you have a great job, or you have money and kids and a big house and fancy cars, that you don't go through nothing, or any situation you have is minute. And that's where people start to try to compare pain and compare war stories and stuff. And for me, it's just kind of well, we can all relate to pain. We don't have to go through the same thing to understand what pain is like. We don't have to laugh at the same jokes to know what joy is like. And it's very important for people to understand that we are spirits having a human experience. I like to think of myself as a human having a spiritual experience. But either way you flip that coin, it goes both ways, I've been working on a lot of good stuff. Great ideas are coming, and I'm so happy about my ideas. Trust me, I'm going through some shit right now. But you know what's so dope about it? It's like I said, with the universe and you trusting and letting go of some of that control, what it's like is the spirit told me to move a couple months ago. It said, Yanni, you need to act on this right now. And I'm like, okay, no problem. Ain't nothing I ain't never heard the spirit say before. Spirit's like, Yanni, you need to make a decision on this. And I'm telling you, the right decision is to do what you got to do and do it. I don't mean move physically, move out where I live. I mean move around the spirit, take action, right? So spirit told me from October, girl, you need to get up and get it, and get it quick. And I did. Obedience. I said, okay, whatever. Sometimes I don't listen. Sometimes the universe be like, Yanni, take your laptop with you. And I'm like, nah, I ain't gonna need that. Or I don't want to see a computer right now. This is supposed to be, a meeting, that I don't need to work, hang out with my grandmother or something. I don't need my laptop. As soon as I get to my grandmother's house, my grandmother like, I need you to go on the computer and see if, and I'm like, see, this is why the spirit told me to bring my laptop, and I didn't. So the spirit told me to move, and I moved. I did everything that I needed to do, and I was casual with it. I was kind of rushing and kind of antsy about it, but I was also calculated. Like, I made the right decisions, through October and November, and now here we are in December, and all that shit is out the way and taken care of. So what I'm going through now would have been a setback, a major setback, a heartbreaking setback. But you know what? It ain't. Because I was ahead. Because when the spirit said move, I moved. I was obedient, and I'm glad that that stuff is out the way and taken care of in the way that it's taken care of, because Lord knows how I would have been so behind. I mean, without saying too much. Like, so smart. That goes back to what I'm saying about working smarter with the universe. Now, there's other times when Spirit tells you to be patient, tells you to be still. It says, peace, be still, and that's a time where you just want to wait on your universe, your God, your higher power. You want to just wait. Like, be patient with the decision that you need to make, whatever that may be. Be very patient and be still. Because peace be still. Peace was still. Peace is still today. If you get it, you get it. But anyway, there were times where I didn't know what to do. Welcome, viewer. Good morning. I didn't know if it was to be still or to move. Like, okay, God, what do you want me to do here? What should I do? And it was kind of like my grandmother said, if you don't know what to do nothing at all. So, and also it goes back to, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So if you've been doing something and you've been given instruction from your boss or from the spirit or the universe or your inner self, your higher self, and you have to choose between some things, and you got some time and you don't know what to do, I'm not guarantee you the answers will come for you, or even the universe will move some shit around for you. You won't even see it coming, in a good way. But universe can move some shit around for you that could set you back too. But anyway, I'm just excited about the new ideas I have for the new year for dating with a diagnosis. And I've been working on some sermons for you guys, because like I told y'all, like last year, after I did Romans 5, I haven't done any more I haven't been writing any more sermons, because I didn't really know where to go with it. So that was a time where it was like, peace, be still, and have patience, and God will speak and, relay the message that needs to come from me. Like, okay, cool. Or from him through me. Okay, cool. So, now, and I was saying, I didn't want to be like, I'm not one of those people that's going to just like, oh, I'm an ordained priestess and I need to push out a sermon every Sunday on, and I'm streaming and this is part of my content and it's part of my ministry, and I must, and I got to force myself to, if my spirit is not right, if I haven't cleansed my spirit, I have no right, no God-given right to lay my hands on anybody, to be praying on anybody, to be, anointing anyone. Like, I have to be cleansed first. I have to be, prepared by God in order to deliver a ministry to the people who follow. And a lot of people were wondering why I had, querents, that's what I call them, querents, come to me for spiritual counsel for like 2 years. And I was just, and some people would like donate, kind of tithe in order to get my spiritual consultations. It wasn't a requirement. It was like if they wanted to give, they could. And it's good that, when people do tithe, because it just goes right back into the work of God that I do. So I was telling people I'm not really doing any spiritual work right now because, my hands were not clean. And people were getting a little upset because, I'm the real deal Holyfield, trust me. I'm light years ahead, And I'm not saying that, like, to be big-headed or to be arrogant at all. I'm just saying that's the anointing that God put on my life. I do have the gift. And, they was like, you need, some people really got kind of nasty and like, well, I need to find somebody else to help me out spiritually. I said, well, maybe you do, because I ain't it. And if God is not allowing me to, if God's not anointing me to do the work right now, and he told me to take a step back and reflect and go back into my word and go back into praying for myself and doing what I got to do for my spirit, then, there's nothing you gonna do to convince me to step out of bounds of obedience to my higher power to make that happen, because it just won't be right. I'm sitting here trying to give you spiritual counsel and my spirit's all fucked up. Who wants that? And then you can't pour from an empty cup. I can't, no, I'm not doing that. So I'm just grateful now. I'm more excited. Like, though I'm going through so much shit, that God has poured some word back into my life, especially through my bae. Like, him coming, like, to live with me full time and be, together and be engaged and stepping into this new chapter together, and what we built for all these years, like, it really just, he opened my heart back up to, I'm always praying. Like I tell you, I pray about, every hour of the day that I'm awake. I be praying. And with his excitement for the Lord and him sharing his scriptures of the day with me, and always saying it'll be okay, God got us, God got me, God got you. Him saying those things of encouragement kind of like made me, and we would have these deep conversations about our beliefs as Christians and stuff, and the differences in our practice of faith, and differences in what the Bible said and what we think it means and stuff like that. Just exercising that really made me feel like it just opened up a whole new, like, God had energy in me. Like, it just, I don't know what it was, what it is. It's just, something just clicked. And I think that just goes back to the divine masculine and divine feminine power coming together. And that's what marriage and union is about, because I have a divine masculine and a divine feminine energy within me in my spirit already, naturally. So I'm already powerful, on my own. But deciding to create union with Bay is like enlighten the spark that I still got it. Like, God still got me. I still got my anointing. And not, like, I kind of done. I'm like, what's going on, God? Like, I'm just praying and praying and praying. And, like, I don't want, I don't know if I could pray for other people. And I was becoming, like, I wouldn't say doubtful. I was just becoming more like discouraged, almost a little bit, I guess, for lack of a better word. Like, I just want to do your work, Lord, and that was my prayer. And it's like, you're not, there's nothing I can do to help people right now. I gotta help myself and cleanse myself and get myself together, and boom, it just clicked. I still got it, and I still know the word, and I still know how to study my Bible, and I still know how to pray, and now I've been praying for people again, and doing healing work with people again, and I think a lot of that is has to do with exactly why I'm going through the shit I'm going through now, because that energy be going somewhere, and sometimes I get a brush of it, I get a little brush of it, and but it's okay because it comes with the gift. That's just how it is. And that's why I wear my bindi, or the dot on my forehead. I wear this for multiple reasons. One, to protect my pineal gland, which is my third eye. I wear this to protect my third eye. I wear it to keep away bad luck and bad energy. I wear it as a symbol of beauty, and I wear it to as a statement that I am in a sacred union with a committed partner, or in a committed relationship, so that we can keep the strays away. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm looking forward to the wedding, and it's gonna be so sweet and like simple. It's very simple, but still got a taste of elegance with light touches of elegance, and like the company we're gonna have is gonna be lit. Like I'm telling you, we're gonna have some good music. I'm looking forward to it. We're gonna have people on Messenger join us. We have a song we're gonna dance to and stuff. We ain't gonna do the whole thing with like the garter and all that. He don't feel comfortable with that. I don't blame him. He said you wanna do what at your wedding? So my mother was telling me, oh, you're gonna need something old, something new, something bar, something blue. And then she was like, she said, oh yeah, and he's gonna have to you gotta wear a garter, you gotta find a garter, and you gotta put the garter on your leg, and he gotta take it off, and fling it to the crowd, and whoever catches it gotta put it on the girl who caught the bouquet's leg. And I was just like, okay, yeah, that's your tradition, cool. I'm not going too traditional, but I'm going like new age, style, kind of like, walk of faith, I should call it, like walking down the aisle. Yeah, so I was like, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I was like, I don't think he's gonna want to do that though. I was like, yeah, y'all gotta do it. It's the tradition. so so I said to my babe a couple hours after that, later on, and I said, babe, he's like, what? I was like, if I put on a garter for the wedding, you gotta take it off and fling it in the crowd to another guy, like the groomsmen and stuff. Then whoever gets the garter, he said, I gotta do what? I said, I gotta wear a garter under my dress, and then like I sit in a chair, and you gotta take the garter off my leg. Like he's like, and do what with it? I was like, you fling it, and of course I ain't flinging it. He's like, what? Take it off you and put it? Why would I put my wife's garter on somebody else's hands, some other nigga's hands? Like what? And so we was laughing about that, but so we're not gonna do that. I was just laughing because his response was so funny. He's like, why would I do that? And then you think about the people who've been doing it for years, and it's supposed to be tradition and stuff. And then you think about how freaky that is, really, like, honestly, like, so I was just, I was just thinking that was funny when we was talking about that. But I am throwing a bouquet. So, ladies, but most of the women that I invite, they're already married, but I'm going to throw the bouquet. I'm going to see who catch it and stuff like that. So I'm hoping I have a wedding singer, and I hope she still wants to do it, and I hope she does a great job. If she does, which I feel like I know she will do a great job. I'm thinking if she don't sing that damn song at my wedding, I'll sing it my damn self. Oh, seriously. It's a non-alcoholic ginger, bro. So good. I told you I'm addicted to them. But anyway. Yeah, so I didn't want to keep this video too long, but I was also thinking about the new Data with Dinos project. I'm thinking about writing more blogs. Like, I have so much stuff that I want to share with you guys and that I look forward to in 2026, and I'm just so excited because like, not about just getting married, but I'm just so excited about all the creative ideas that God has put on me and that I've been taking notes on. Like, every time an idea pop in my head, I'm like, ooh, let me jot this down, and it's gonna be so dope. Watch, you guys. I promise you. Like, I'm not gonna give up no matter what I go through. And I don't do this for likes, shares, clicks. I don't do this for money or, like, I really don't. I do this when I get bored, and I do it because, like, in the beginning, I was doing it because I needed an outlet, a creative outlet. And now I still do it for those same reasons, a creative outlet, because I be bored, but also I, hoping that it will help people and other people that that may not know what it's like to, you know, be me in my life, with what I have going on and with my mental health and my chronic pain and stuff like that. So it's really just about being myself and taking the good with the bad and showing y'all all facets of life, but from my lens. And I like to read other people's stuff and watch other people. I support a lot of people online, and even the ones that don't support me back, or the ones that don't get it, or people who don't, even for people who are haters too on the low, because my thing is I don't take my blessings and be like, ooh, nana, boo, boo, I got a blessing. That's what some people do. They get a new car and they're like, ooh, I want to drive down by my ex's house so he can see my brand new BMW, and ooh, I want to go stunting at the mall, go on a shopping spree and see these bitches hating on me and all this. Your blessings are not about that, and that's why the Lord giveth and He taketh away. Because anybody can get it. The hard part is keeping it. You heard me? So, I just try to, like I said, I do it so people can keep up with God's glory on my life. That's what I want the haters to see. I want the haters to be like, this girl has God on her life, and I need to find God too. I need to find my high power. I need to find my spirit safety. Like, some people don't have good hearts. Some people do not have good hearts, good juju, good intention, good morale. People be doing it for the wrong reasons, and so many people judge. Everybody judges. Everybody. And we shouldn't do that. But we do. And that's why Jesus came and died on the cross, because we can't help it. We gonna sin. We born sinners. And, that's just how it is. So as much as I wish, if I could change one thing in the world, I would change that. I would love to live in a world where people didn't judge and where everybody could feel safe to be their self. Because that's what it is. People don't feel safe being their self because of fear of judgment and persecution. It's true. That's why. That's why people wear masks and put up facades and be fugazi and all of that. That's exactly why. And it's sad, honestly. And I refuse to live like that. I did live like that. All through high school, I was always somebody else. I was never really myself. And when I did try to be myself, I was persecuted. Oh, you crazy. Oh, you dumb. Like, just because you don't know the truth doesn't mean it's not true. And they really get mad at that. And people get mad at me because I was smart. Call me crazy. Call me stupid. And that's why I was afraid to be myself. And then I realized it was like, because somebody tried to tell me, well, you be yourself around the wrong people. I didn't think that for 1 second, but the fact that they say that gave me another perspective. Like, okay, yeah, that's part of it. You know, here on social media, I'm real in real life though. I am. I'm real in real life, but also on social media, I'm real too. You know, I show y'all both facets. You know, both sides of the coin. When I'm up, I'm up. When I'm down, I'm down, and that's just how I get around, round and round, round we go. Yeah. But I got some good stuff coming up, y'all. Y'all gonna be so excited when y'all see the new year. Oh my God, it's so lit. If y'all knew what I was going through right now, I'll be like, how can this girl still smile? I'm telling you, I pray my ass off. I do. And you know I'm having a hard time when I don't go get my nails done. But yeah, I'm a praying girl. I'm a praying woman. And I have faith. And remember, I'm spiritually eclectic. Christian by faith, not by sight. You know, I believe there's one God with many names under one universe. I do. This universe. Yeah. My world. And in recovery, they do encourage us to have a higher power. So that's why, you know, I'm not a Bible thumper. Like, I don't tell people what to believe. I don't care what you believe. As long as you believe in something, trust me. I was studying theology, which is religion. I was studying theology with people who are Satanists. That's what they believe. I'd rather be next to a Satanist, somebody who believes in something, than standing next to somebody who don't know what to believe or don't believe in anything. True facts. You know, because if you don't know that there's more forces at play than just in this 3D realm, you're probably not getting the story. You're probably not getting the full picture. And those are the people that will call me crazy and stupid and dumb and call me a liar because they don't know the truth. Them people that don't believe in anything. Those people. You feel me? But yeah, I'm going to end it here because I got to give my mother a wake-up call. And this was nice. And I want to get back into bed and watch my movies. I've been up since yesterday and I fasted. I didn't eat a thing, and I'm still not thinking about food. I have a very complex relationship with food. I really do. I can't take it. Like, I feel like the food is killing us. Like, I know like 7 people right now who got cancer and being treated for cancer within the past year and a half. It's in the food, you guys. It's poison. They are turning food, they have turned food into a biological weapon. So be very careful what you're putting in your body and how you purge it from your body too. Whatever you put in has to come back out, okay? So I'm just telling y'all right now, don't do it to yourself with this food. If you don't feel like eating, don't eat. It's shit. You can go 2 or 3 days without a meal. Trust me, you better get you some non-alcoholic ginger brew. Mix you up some papaya leaves and some cloves and some cerasee and some senna and some whatever you can get your hands on and drink. And you better drink that, drink some water. My baby's talking to me. Go to bed, Shadow. Hi, Shadow. Hi. Oh God, he's up. I woke him up. Me and him was hanging out all night when I was cleaning up and stuff. And him was just chasing me around the house. I'm like, him so cute. Him so sweet. He got his treat. I vacuumed his room. He's a happy cat. No matter what. You step on his paw and 5 minutes later he still wanna play with you. Little gangster cat. But yeah, I think that's all. And y'all got this. The holidays are hard. I lost 2 friends within the past month, work friends. And it's really messed up. I miss them already. People that supported me and came to my groups and sad. But be happy. Like I said, be happy for what you have and be happy for what you don't have because everything ain't meant for everybody. You know? You better drive that motherfucking Honda like it's a BMW or a fucking Bentley. You better ride that Toyota like it's a Mercedes or a Jaguar and be happy that it gets you from point A to point B. Everything ain't about a car. You know? Humble yourself and be grateful and be happy and, I'm not saying be happy even when you're having a hard time, but it's like if you don't have to be angry, you don't have to be bitter and upset or sad and depressed or stressed out, then fuck it. Just be chilling. Shit ain't going nowhere. Life ain't going nowhere. They having too much fun playing with us down here. Life ain't going nowhere. You don't have to be sad if you don't want to be sad. But it's okay. Pain ain't beautiful, and life is guaranteed you will have pain. That's just guaranteed. So hold on to something. Just be grateful. That's what I mean. Don't be happy. Be grateful. Yeah, be grateful. That keeps you humble. It really does. And I appreciate gratitude to the death of me. I do. Because I'm finally, can say thank you for allowing me another day to try again. And thank you for protecting me and for keeping me on the right path moving forward. Alright. But y'all love. Ciao.